What's up, blog viewers? In this blog I will be discussing how political satire blurs the line between the real and the virtual, and how the mediated space of television changes how we perceive the same information. I will use Lisa Coletta's essay as a foundation for my discussion, specifically her examination of how television can provide a self-reflexive irony. In her essay, Coletta first clarifies what postmodernity irony means. She claims that postmodernity denies a difference between what is real and what is appearance, and even embraces incoherence and lack of meaning. Coletta establishes right in the beginning of her essay that postmodern irony thrives in the blurred separation between the real and virtual. With postmodern irony, we are replacing what is understood to what we can construct. Our reality is constructed by us, not just there for us to passively embrace. Coletta calls this meaning with appearance of meaning. What Coletta is arguing is that we have begun to accept meaning by its surface, by what is being given to us on the simplest level. Coletta credits this attribute of postmodernity to a pastiche, or a neutral practice of mimicry. Pastiche succeeds in being both entertaining for us and providing viewers the feeling that they are in on the joke. That is the irony that Coletta explains in her essay. This is exemplified with the Simpsons example Coletta provides. A recurring plot device on The Simpsons is how Homer and Bart are constantly glued to the TV. We laugh at Homer because he's not aware of the downfalls of TV watching, such as lack of exercise, time wasting, and seductive advertising. As Coletta notes, we feel superior to Homer because we think we can't fall into the pitfalls of television because we think we know how to control and consume television. Television keeps us tuned in by not only providing the viewers entertainment, but by making them feel that they are part of the joke that's being portrayed on the screen, not the joke. So what better way to discuss political satire than by utilizing The Daily Show and The Colbert Report as primary examples? I want to discuss mainly how these two shows blur the line between, as Coletta notes, the real and the virtual. One example of how these shows blur the line between the real and the virtual is when Colbert or Stewart invite a professional expert on the subject in discussion. It's here that we can see how television can distort the same message into something completely different. The professional expert's opinions are constantly under pressure and mixed in with the comedy inherent in the show. As Coletta claims in her essay, satire is only one step away from farce, and while satire might have some political potential, farce primarily reinforces prejudice rather than challenges them. Messages can be misconstrued depending on the context and situation given. This makes me question why experts even agree to come on the show. I mean, I understand publicity is a huge fact, but I start to sympathize for the experts when their messages are clearly being construed by the show to fit with the satirical theme of the episode. Pastiche undermines any sort of seriousness that could come from having an expert on the show. These shows invite the experts to speak, not so they can provide legitimate arguments, but so they can increase the satirical nature of the show by distorting the reality. Thanks for listening, everybody.